Nita.
All right, need to know. A new respiratory illness is sickening dogs in several states. It's not in Arizona, at least not yet. It's been found in Oregon, Colorado, and California. So joining us live this morning, Dr. Nancy Bradley-Siemens with Midwestern University in Glendale. We're talking about symptoms like cough, sneezing, nasal discharge from dogs. This might sound, doctor, like other viruses and diseases that dogs pick up.
Absolutely. My primary focus at Midwestern is shelter medicine, so that's very common in the shelters where dogs and cats are, there's a lot of them together. There are some features that make this a little bit different when we're looking at it. I don't know if you want me to describe those.
Absolutely, please.
Yeah, so your normal, you have, like you said, the cough, the sneezing, the ocular nasal discharge, those types of things. But this one tends to last a little bit longer, 6 to 8 weeks, where a typical kennel cough may only last 2 weeks. The signs are a little more severe. A lot of times there's appetite diminishment. There is lethargy, extreme lethargy with this. And those are the things we kind of are looking for. But again, there's no specific test. We haven't even identified the organism yet. Virus, bacteria, we don't know specifically. We have suspicions, but we don't know specifically yet.
So how long has it been since we saw the first couple of cases? And how quickly is this now spreading? Not in Arizona, which is very good news, but it's highly probable that it will affect pets in our state.
Potentially, and I think there's a lot of misinformation because actually this hasn't been around just the last 3 months. Cornell University in New Hampshire, there were some issues back in August of 2022 where they were suspicious of this, but again, they didn't identify it. And then now, then we were hearing about it in Colorado and Oregon, specifically Oregon and Massachusetts, and I believe one other state. Now it's potentially in 14 states, so that's what we're thinking. And we've got a lot of experts working on this, but we really need to identify, is this bacteria, is this virus, what is this?
How are the dogs getting sick? How are they spreading this?
Well, and that's the thing, and that's how you can potentially prevent it, because if we don't know what it is, we can't vaccinate for it. We potentially, we don't know if this is responsive to antibiotics or not responsive to antibiotics. But basically, we know it's spread just like any other respiratory disease in humans or animals. They're together. A sick animal is with a healthy animal, or if they're together, that's how, how dogs are. They smell each other, they like to hang out with each other, they have close contacts, especially with their muzzles, and that's how they're potentially going to spread it. Depending on if this is a virus or if this is a bacterial organism, it could even be spread in the urine or feces. Like distemper, everybody's familiar with canine distemper, that's an upper respiratory, and so when they're sneezing and coughing, it can be spread, but it also can be spread through their urine and their feces.
So even when you're walking that dog, even if you're keeping the dog out of the dog park, away from other dogs, if you're walking your pup and they go to sniff a rock, for example, there's a potential they can pick something up there.
Well, if you see evidence that other animals have been there urinating and defecating, absolutely. The biggest thing is don't let your dog around. I've basically instructed my parents, for their beloved shepherd, I've instructed them maybe to minimize their activity at the dog park, because she loves to go to the dog park. But maybe minimize that. Or when you're around other dogs, make sure they're hopefully people you know, and you know that dog
Make
is
sure
healthy.
they're healthy. Okay, thank you so much, doctor. Great advice. And of course, if you think your pup is sick, take him right to your vet. That's the most important thing that you can do. Appreciate you. Thank you.
They look busy already.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they're in her office, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so